I didn't change my strategy. I didn't overtrade. I just did one thing and it gave me 500 tips on gold in less than 4 hours. Now, I'm about to break this trade down for you, show you the exact step that I took so that you could also learn from it and apply it in your trading strategy, regardless of the strategy that you use. Now, before I even go straight into this over here, I want to tell you something. This thing that I'm about to explain to you, I've already made 5 videos on it. They are on my YouTube channel right now. Go to the playlist section, you're going to see them over there and also learn a lot from there. Now let's go straight into this. Once I show you exactly how I managed to take this particular trade right here, how I managed to take this particular trade right here that gave me over 500 tips in less than 4 hours. Now let's go into it. So this right here is a before of the trade. If you look at it, this projection over here is a before of the trade, and right here is the after of that particular trade, and this got us 500 pips on gold. And of course, I've shared that in the Telegram community right here. You can see, let me show you right here. So this was the projection that I've posted in the community, the Forex community. I've made it clear to them that they have to wait, for the correction to be done. Then they join in on the continuation, and that is exactly what happened. And when I entered, I even let them know. I entered, that was 8:47 p.m. I entered, that was a New York session. I entered and I let them know. So yeah, it wasn't long ago and started running couple of pips, and that was a good money from that side. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I managed to close it at this level where I have to hop out with 500 pips. So now let me break the whole trade down for you. And of course, if you are new here, you can just come to my channel over here, my YouTube channel over here. You're going to see courses, then just tap here and you're going to watch all those necessary 5 videos, the 5 lessons to boost your trading confidence. This is the best video right now on YouTube that you need to watch if you want to learn how to trade in a very simple way. All right, so enough of the talking, let's go into the chart over here. So this is the 15-minute time frame on gold here on Trading View. Now I'm going to break down how I took the trade. That's a basic thing that I'm going to do over here for you. Of course, if you've watched the 5 lessons, the courses already, you probably know how I took these 3. So the most important lines on this chart that I should let you know is this particular line at the top over here. That was the line, and if you check from the trade that I sent to the Telegram page too, you see that I have this line marked up over here. All right, this was from my phone, so you could see I have the line marked up over there. And if you see what is happening over here, there's a break of structure. That is exactly what I'm referring to. Okay, so let me just use this one to show it to you. All right, this is the before, so let me use this to show you something right here. So over here, what you can see over here is what there is a break of structure. The previous swing high got broken. Now, if we expect price to continue to the downside, that means price has to break below this particular level after mark over here. This was a swing low. So if price wants to continue this downwards movement, it has to break below this particular swing low. Like I said, my things are very simple, straightforward to the point. If you don't understand this thing, then there's no other thing that you'll be able to understand. So price wasn't able to break this. Instead, it formed another swing low over here. So this is just like a normal low. After this swing low, what happened? Price went up and break above this particular swing high that was formed. Okay, this particular lower high, I call it swing high for simplicity's sake. So this swing high, it got broken. All right, once it got broken, that is what an indication, price telling us that it wants to go up. So what do we have to wait for? We have to wait for the correction. That is what I've indicated over here. A correction has to happen. However, price will pull back down below that break of structure before trying to push up. So once it breaks below that particular structure, break of structure, then what we have to be looking for is when price begins to move up above. That is what we have to be looking out for, and that is exactly what happened over here. You will see when I zoom in on this one, you will see here is the level we marked earlier. Price broke above it. It came below. But what did we see over here? This is just a wick of a candle. Remember in a course, I told you that we have to see body of the candle below that particular level. All right. If there's no body below this line, as it was only just a wick, then you don't have to take that particular trade. All right. You don't have to pick that particular trade. You just have to ignore it. All right. So now what happened is price finally deposited candle bodies below that particular level, which is a break of structure level. Price finally deposited body of candles over here. And after that, the next thing that we've seen was price broke structure again. Price broke above violently and it closed above over here. Now, this is a point that I am supposed to enter my trade. This particular level is why I am supposed to enter my trade. But I wasn't with a chart at that time. So when I came and I saw that, I was like, damn, I've missed the trade. The trade is going. I've missed the trade. That was what I just told myself. I've missed this particular setup I've been waiting for. But luckily enough, price dropped. Once it dropped and I saw that, I just picked the trade. And that's it. That is it. It went up. I took my profits at 500 pips. Then later on, price decided to reverse. That one, I wasn't even on the chart. It wasn't my consent. I wasn't even on the chart. So this is how I took the trade, right? I think that basically explains everything already. If there's something you don't understand over here, you can just let me know. You can just leave a comment below. I'll be glad to assist you. All right. I'll be very glad to assist you. All right. This, let me see if I have the drawing over here. It's a very simple thing I keep explaining. All right. Let me see if I have a drawing over here and I will explain it to you once again. I just hope you're going to understand it for me. All right, so this is what I was saying. This is the basic thing I keep explaining. All right, let me just go over it once again. This is the whole concept. Price is in an uptrend, so this is a higher time frame. It is forming a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, like that on a higher time frame. Now it broke a structure over here, giving us a sign that it wants to go up. But we all already know that price doesn't move in a straight line, so it had to pull back. It has to go down before going up again. So going down, then this whole movement from the higher time frame, let's say 1 hour time frame, when you come down to the lower time frame, it's going to look like this. Say 15 minutes or 5-minute time frame. This is what this particular move from here is going to look like. It's going to look like a whole downtrend on a lower time frame. So once you've seen this is the correction. All right, this is a correction. Now you want to wait for continuation. The continuation is going to happen when price finally stop making a lower low. When price finally stop making a lower low and instead end up taking a lower high. When price take out a lower high like this, let me see if I can zoom in more. All right. So when price finally take out a lower high like this one, that is a sign for you to note that price is trying to reverse and continue the main trend to the upside. That's when you have to start positioning yourself. Now you've seen that clearly. The price pull back and eventually break above this level again. Once it broke above it, you are free. You are at liberty to pick a trade from this particular zone. And your stop loss should be below this level. All right. And if you couldn't take that trade, you missed it, then you have to wait for price to pull back again. Definitely to pull back. For correct market structure, it has to pull back. So once price pull back below this level again, that is when you have to wait for a candle closure above that particular line of neutrality. Once that's happened, you hop in onto the trade and put your stop loss at the same level that's below this particular line over here, this particular low over here. Your stop loss should be below it and you ride the whole trend to the upside. That is it. That is how the whole thing works. So yeah, I believe it's self-explanatory right now. And if there's any other thing, like I said, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll be glad to assist you in whatever you do. So you can equally check out my Telegram channel as 𝙍𝙀𝘾𝙊𝙈. You can join right now, and let's keep this thing going. Any trade idea I get, I'll share with the community, and let's see how best we can do this. I'll see you in the next video. Bless up.